At this very moment, in the heart of downtown Toronto, something big is unfolding inside one of Canada's busiest arenas. Something so big, calling it a renovation would be an insult. With floor-to-ceiling LED walls that make the entrance feel straight out of a sci-fi film, premium suites rebuilt with true 5-star luxury, and more than 400 Ultra HD displays turning every step into a digital spectacle, Scotiabank Arena isn't simply being refreshed, it's setting a new standard that won't be easy to beat. And as the clock ticks and excitement builds, the question arises, are we truly witnessing one of the most impressive arena projects in North America? Or is this just another case where the theory looks better than the execution? It's time to step inside Toronto's newest game changer, where even when temperatures outside drop below zero, the atmosphere inside stays burning hot. When Scotiabank Arena first opened in 1999, then known as the Air Canada Centre, it immediately became the new home of Toronto's two biggest teams, the Maple Leafs and the Raptors. The arena wasn't built completely from scratch. Instead, the designers incorporated the historic shell of the old Toronto Postal Delivery Building, keeping its landmark facade while constructing a modern sports venue behind it. The result was a unique blend of heritage and new architecture that helped launch the city's emerging sports and entertainment district. Almost overnight, the arena became the beating heart of downtown Toronto, hosting everything from NHL and NBA games to major concerts and national events. But over the last 25 years, the world around it changed faster than the arena did. What felt modern in the late 90s slowly became outdated. Concourses were tight. Technology lagged behind newer venues. Premium areas looked worn. And the overall layout, designed before smartphones, massive LED walls, and fast-moving digital concessions, struggled to keep up with what fans now expect when they walk into a top-tier arena. MLSE, the group that owns the arena, knew it had a choice: let the building age out of relevance, or rebuild it from the inside so it could compete with the newest arenas. And because the arena sits in one of Canada's most important entertainment hubs, doing nothing simply wasn't an option. So before committing to any major renovation, they stepped back to study how the best modern arenas operate. They looked at how people move through lobbies, how fans gather around bars or social clubs, how technology can make the entire visit smoother, and how digital displays can transform concourses into part of the show. They reviewed trends in premium seating, redesigned fan zones, and the growing expectation that an arena should feel exciting from the moment you walk in, long before the game starts. To shape this vision, MLSE assembled a design team that knew the history of the building, but also understood where the industry is heading. Brisbane Brook Bainon Architects, BBB, known for reshaping major Canadian venues, led the design direction, along with a group of experienced specialists focused on digital upgrades, wayfinding, and guest flow. Their mission wasn't just to update the arena, it was to rethink how people use it. The plan had one guiding idea: protect the arena's identity, but modernize everything else. Keep the energy, keep the history, but rebuild the experience for the next generation. And with that blueprint in place, Scotiabank Arena was ready for the biggest transformation of its life. The renovation of Scotiabank Arena began in the summer of 2023, and from the start, it was clear that this wasn't going to be a simple facelift. MLSE and PCL Construction were attempting something far more complicated: rebuilding a 25-year-old arena from the inside out while keeping it open for almost every night of the year. To make it work, the project was divided into carefully sequenced phases, each one assigned to off-season windows or breaks in the event calendar. One thing was clear: the arena can't shut down. The first phase focused on the 200-level premium suites and the introduction of the new MasterCard Lounge, a high-end hospitality space overlooking the bowl. These suites weren't just repainted or refreshed, they were gutted right back to the studs. Vaulted ceilings replaced the original flat panels. New stone surfaces were installed throughout, and upgraded lighting, audio, and display systems brought each suite up to modern premium standards. This phase also introduced Amazon's Just Walk Out technology in select concessions, a system that allows fans to scan in, grab what they want, and walk out without lining up at a cash register. For an arena with some of the busiest concourses in Canada, this was a major step forward. The next phase, rolling through 2024 and into 2025, expanded the scope dramatically. The 100-level concourse was stripped down and rebuilt with wider walkways, modern finishes, and an entirely new digital identity. More than 400 new Ultra HD displays were installed across the arena's public areas, creating one of the most screen-saturated concourses in the country. At Gate 1, the main entrance, new LED walls were installed from floor to ceiling, including a run of 8 LED panels measuring a combined 7,680 by 2,160 pixels, turning the doorway into an immersive arrival tunnel that can shift instantly between Maple Leafs blue, Raptors red, concert branding, or live game visuals. These screens aren't decorative. They're engineered as active wayfinding tools and entertainment surfaces, capable of showing real-time highlights, synchronized animations, and updated crowd information. Inside the bowl, major upgrades were made to audio, networking, and back-of-house digital infrastructure. New in-bowl audio equipment replaced aging late 1990s hardware, and a stronger wireless backbone was installed to support fan connectivity, live broadcast operations, and heavier digital loads. The renovation also paved the way for a new wave of interactive elements, including micro-LED panels in premium clubs. One standout example is the 216-inch LG Magnet micro-LED screen planned for the new Coors Light Chill Zone, an enormous, seamless display designed for premium hospitality. Additionally, on the event level, MLSE converted its former event-level suites into the new M&P Pass Social Club, a 7,350 square foot shared premium space featuring smart glass views directly into the Maple Leafs and Raptors player tunnels, along with several high-end dining and lounge areas. This marks one of the most significant new premium additions in the entire renovation. This phase also includes an expansion of real sports apparel on the 100 level, giving the arena a larger team store presence and a redesigned retail layout to handle higher foot traffic and modern shopping demands. But the most ambitious engineering work is unfolding in the latest phase, the full reconstruction of the 300 level and major upgrades across the 400 and 500 levels. The 300 level, in particular, is being rebuilt from wall to wall. Crews are widening the concourse, installing floor-to-ceiling digital walls, adding new accessible washrooms, and creating sensory rooms and quiet spaces for fans who need them. This isn't surface-level design. It involves structural reinforcement, new HVAC runs, new electrical distribution, and completely redesigned circulation patterns to improve how people move around the arena. One of the boldest changes involves replacing 8 traditional suites on the 500 level with a single new Loge Club, a premium space with open seating, direct elevator access, and a clear vantage point over the bowl. Converting several independent suites into one cohesive club meant re-engineering the load-bearing layout, integrating new mechanical systems, and adding new life safety and accessibility features. It's a transformation that would normally require closing an entire level, but here it's done in pieces while events continue below. As part of the upper-level overhaul, the arena is also introducing a new fan customization zone, a hands-on space where fans will soon be able to personalize jerseys, customize hats, and create laser-engraved merchandise. It's a small addition on paper, but a big step toward making retail inside the arena a full experience, not just a transaction. Seating upgrades are also part of the master plan. Scotiabank Arena currently accommodates about 19,800 fans for basketball and approximately 18,800 for hockey, with areas of the seating bowl gradually being refreshed as the phases continue. Premium inventory includes 65 executive suites, 32 theater suites, 16 loge suites, and over 1,020 club seats, all of which are being modernized with updated finishes and new technology. Some suites, especially on the upper levels, will support up to 14 guests, while select XL suites can host 24 to 40 people, depending on configuration. The materials used throughout the renovation reflect this complexity. Reinforced steel framing supports new digital loads. High-capacity electrical conduits run beneath concourses to power dozens of LED surfaces. Premium zones feature stone, wood, and architectural glass designed to withstand heavy foot traffic, while blending modern aesthetics with the arena's preserved heritage facade. Even small upgrades, like adding USB-C charging, expanding accessible seating sections, or integrating new elevator shafts, required precision to avoid disrupting daily operations. As of now, the renovation is only partly complete. Phase 1 and most of Phase 2 are finished. The 200-level suites, the MasterCard Lounge, the rebuilt 100-level concourse, upgraded concessions, and the revitalized Gate 1 entrance are all fully operational. But Phase 3, the largest and most complex, remains underway. The upper concourses, the Loge Club, the accessible improvements, the new elevator systems, and several digital installations are still in construction, with completion expected through 2025 and into 2026. What's emerging from all this work isn't just a refreshed interior. It's a modernized arena equipped for the next decade of sports and entertainment, rebuilt piece by piece while millions of fans continue to walk through its doors. And with major work still in progress, the final experience remains to be seen. The Scotiabank Arena renovation is anchored by a $350 million Canadian dollars, roughly $250 million US dollars, private investment fully funded by Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. With no public subsidies involved, the financial risk sits entirely with MLSE, but so does the reward. The goal is straightforward: extend the arena's lifespan, increase revenue across premium seating and events, and keep Toronto competitive with the newest entertainment venues across North America. Early indicators suggest the investment is heading in the right direction. Completed phases have already led to higher demand for upgraded premium areas, stronger partner interest, and positive reactions from fans attending events. Industry analysts note that modernizing an existing venue at this scale often produces a better return than building a new one, especially in a downtown district where land value, transit access, and established foot traffic already work in the arena's favor. Once the final components are completed, Scotiabank Arena will have a strengthened position for hosting major events, playoff runs, international tours, and broadcast-heavy productions that rely on state-of-the-art digital infrastructure. The renovation prepares Toronto for long-term growth, giving the city an arena that can compete in technology, comfort, and revenue potential with venues built decades later. In the end, the renovation's success will be measured not by construction schedules, but by the arena's performance in the years that follow, the events it attracts, the fan experience it delivers, and its ability to remain Canada's top entertainment venue in an increasingly competitive landscape. And with the final phases underway, the true impact of this $250 million transformation is only just beginning to emerge. Ready to be amazed by the next groundbreaking construction project? Click on the video now and dive into a world where engineering and imagination collide. See you there.